Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chemaka. Okay, but if this is your first time seeing this beautiful if this is your first time seeing my face, you are very much welcome. Please do consider subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Okay, so in today's video I will be talking about things you can export or import from India. So whether you're in India or you're outside India, this video will be helpful to start something. Yeah, to start something where you can start earning, like entrepreneurship. Yeah, so yeah, that is what it will be centered about. If you are interested in watching, and I know you're interested because everybody wants another source of income, right? Yeah, so I'll just be giving you some. Okay, let's get into this video. So the first one I'll be starting with is the most common the Indian is known for. I think India is actually known for a lot of things you can export or import. Yeah, I think so. Because thinking about it. Anyway, I'm talking about hair extensions. Yes. India happens to be the home for human hair extensions, raw, unprocessed hair, especially in southern India. Basically because there's a ceremony they do where people come to donate their hair in return for goodwill or good luck from the gods. Either they promise to donate their hair so that they can, if they get good luck, or they donate their hair for good luck to come to them. But it's centered around that. Yeah, it is. So when I asked a friend of mine, she said it's not as popular as it used to be because it used to be a ceremony everybody was so much interested in, but now not a lot of people, because people are more exposed and more educated, like why are they cutting their hair and all that. But then it's still practiced in most places, even here in Chennai. But Chennai is not the main place where they cut hair. There's a neighboring state, Andhra Pradesh. Yeah, I think the temple is in Andhra Pradesh. I think, I'm not so sure. However, across the southern states, I don't know if in the northern, but they should have in the north. Yeah, people come to donate hair during that ceremony. So this hair is being auctioned and sold and converted into bundles, which we have, and then it is sold around the world. Yep. Now, is this so cheap? Like, it isn't cheap even buying directly from the manufacturer. Of course, you know, the longer the length, the more expensive it is. So you want to consider all those things. It isn't as as a lot of people would think, like, oh, it should be cheap, because no, the hair is priced based on quality. India happens to be the only place that sells and produces raw hair in bulk. I know in your mind you're like, what about Vietnam and China? Most of those hairs are processed. However, if you feel that they are raw hair, I'll tell you one thing: consider the price at which you're buying the hair. One, if it is too cheap, it can't be raw hair. Like, it's just not possible. I see some people say buy a very long length, maybe 20 inches. They'll tell you 35k. They are doing sales. It's not possible. Like, take it anywhere. It's not possible. Another thing is Vietnam. If you say you're buying raw hair from those countries, India happens to be the only place that has a festival where they donate hair. So, which kind of questions it? How many people would donate their hair out of poverty in all these countries for you to have raw hair? Using an agent. So it actually all depends. Just like any other business, you could discount, and shipping is quite expensive. Yeah, so if you're in India, you can export. If you are outside India, you can import to your country. But shipping isn't like other places. Imagine if you're buying from China. So China does a lot of export, right? So I think it's quite cheaper compared to India. That's another thing. That's why your prices will be higher compared to other places. So the hair isn't cheap. but might be affordable. You could start small and scale up. That's what I would advise. So yeah, hair extension is one thing you will get. There's so many grades, best of the best. Then you meet some people who do African standard, which is like a lower quality, and then there's a higher quality, the highest quality that goes to US and all that, and Africa if you can pay the money. And you also have, what's it called, single weft, double weft. Yep, that is also such a thing. So you just have to be careful generally, because they also mix goat hair or so, or no, there's this animal's hair they mix, I've forgotten, but it's very similar to human hair. So that's it for that. So you can start buying human hair. I think they sell all over Mumbai, Chennai, Kerala, Bangalore, yeah, Andhra Pradesh. Those are the major places you would see, but the hub for Indian hair extension is Chennai. That is where you get best of the best of the best of the best hair. And there's South Indian extension and there's North Indian extension. North India is cheaper because it's harder and like that. But South India is more silky. And let me not teach you your business. Go and make inquiry. Yes, let's move on. Okay, so another thing you can export and import is jewelry. Yep, depending on, I think they have all types: imitation, jewelry, coated, silver, gold, original, as the case may be, diamond, whatever you do. As in, you can get all of them here. They have a market for it. I know there was a time, a friend of mine, I think she's from a goldsmith's family, yeah, I think. She was gonna take me around, but then, you know, Corona struck and all that, and we couldn't go. So it's something you could actually buy and you could export. They have markets for that. They have pure gold. I know if you're in India, you'd have seen a lot of shops where they sell pure gold, pure silver, diamonds and all that. There are a lot of stores, a lot. One thing is, if you want quality, you would definitely go to those stores because you want quality. However, if you're just doing imitation, I think it's okay for you to go to a market. Another thing you could do is find a goldsmith and have a working relationship with that person. So I can tell you exactly if this is an affordable business, because jewelry is a wide range, right? I've talked about you going to a goldsmith, going to a retail store, like a very big store, or going to just normal shops on the street, or table, or these guys that sell on the table at maybe Tinagar or wherever you are. So that's it. But then jewelry is something you can consider, because they do a lot of jewelries, right? So it's something you can consider selling, and who knows, you might just make a lot of money. So another thing you could consider selling, exporting, importing, or even selling within India is the Indian George. I have one here. We call it Indian George in Nigeria, and they call it African George. Yeah. So there are a lot of persons who deal in this. I think the hub for this is in Mumbai, and it's not actually a cheap business. Like, it's not actually something so affordable, because I think they have MOQ for you to be able to buy, but then it's a more seamless process, because you buy, they already have agents here in India and in Nigeria. I don't know of any other place. So when you buy this, you just pay them for everything and your goods get to you. Yeah. So this, I don't know, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. The normal African wrapper Igbo women tie, I am going to leave a picture for you. Yeah, so something like this is what I'm talking about. So something like this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, we all know we tie this at weddings. In fact, there is a lot of markets for this in Nigeria, like a whole lot of markets, and Nigerians are everywhere, which means you can sell this in the US, in Canada, or wherever you are, because there are also African weddings in those countries, right? So this is something you could look at and purchase. I think the starting price for this would be both the wrapper, the 2 wrappers and the blouse could start from, say, 3,000 rupees. Yeah, so it comes like that, 2 wrappers and a blouse. That's 5 yards of wrapper and 1.5 yards of blouse. Yeah, so that's the way it comes, and it's actually maybe 3,000, but you get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, all the way up to 15,000. Yeah, even more than that. Now, these dresses are also made in China. You get the China version, and that is even more cheaper. The only difference is the whole work, the beading and everything is done with a machine. It's an automated process in China, but here in India, those beadings and everything are done with their hands, like it's a craft for them. So they produce it. Every single thing is done by the hand. Yeah, so all the beading you see, the detailing, so that's why when you see it, it's actually more detailed than the China one. When you see it, sometimes you tend to know the difference, but it all depends. If it is something you're interested in, you could also try find your way around it. I am not putting up anybody's number. Yeah, so find your way around it. But it's a really lucrative business, because come on, a lot of women wear those wrappers. Like, I know some people even have like 5, and that would be an understatement, because a lot of people have those wrappers in different colors and even still have some colors repeated. So we're talking about 10, 15, because that's what they wear regularly for occasions. Just the same way some of us have a lot of blouses, a lot of trousers, like that. So yeah, so you could consider that business. Mumbai should be, I think Mumbai is the hub for that. Go online, make your research what it's like. Another thing you could buy is, we all know India has a market for pharmaceuticals. Yeah, so you could consider importing or you consider exporting pharmaceuticals. I don't know what you would want to import to India, because they also produce a lot here. So you could consider exporting pharmaceuticals. The only thing with that is, I don't know how that works, but I'm really sure you will need a license to do some of those things. Yeah, to purchase some of those medicines and pharmaceuticals, which imperatively mean, which in turn means that you might have to be part of a body, or I know it's going to be a lot dicey, because you cannot just buy pharmaceuticals. Buying from here and importing to your country, it's not just something you can just do, right? So I think you will need a license to purchase from them and bring into your country. Do you understand? Because it's pharmaceuticals, for heaven's sake. Right? It's pharmaceuticals. So I want to believe that you will need a license for that, because just buy and import, if it were to be that easy, a lot of people would have just been doing that, because every country has a dominant pharmaceutical company. Yeah, so yeah, that's just it. So you can export pharmaceuticals. However, you might need a license. You would need a license for that, so you have to read about it. Another thing you consider is clothing. India has a lot of materials. They have a textile industry somewhere on the outskirts of either Chennai or Tamil Nadu. I can't remember the name of the place, but you could check online. So if with that being said, you can actually purchase materials and export to your country, or import to your country. Another thing is, a lot of countries put a ban on importing materials. Why? Because I know in Nigeria, those materials, there are places where they are being produced, and they want to encourage local purchases and local businesses. Yeah, doesn't mean you can't import, but your custom duties might just be quite high, so you want to consider that. But yeah, you can buy those materials. You could buy ready-made clothes. You could buy on the streets. There are popular streets where clothes are really, really, I don't know if I want to use the word cheap. Yeah, cheap. and some are just affordable, some are expensive. And also there are a lot of sales, online sales, in-store sales, so you could just wait for those times and hit it. Same with makeup products. They're actually very cheap here. Okay, not just cheap, they are more affordable than what you have in Nigeria. Yeah, especially when you are targeting sales. Yeah, their sale period, like currently I think Nike's pink sale will soon start. You can really get products for as much as 50% off, 60% off, 20% off, that way. Not all products go off on that much, yeah, but then you could get something. Say you have Zara on sales, you have H&M on sales. So if you're looking at luxury, Puma also does sales. So if you're going towards luxury wears and all that, you could also consider buying during these periods and sending down to your country and selling them. You'll make a lot of money because it's a designers. Well, it's not a promise that you will make money, because away from buying these designers, you need to have the market for it, right? And it needs to be affordable, and people need to even know your product before they can buy, right? Because if people do not know you, no matter how cheap it is, they wouldn't know you, so they don't even know what you're selling. So you have to still be out there. However, I think it's something you could explore. Selling clothes, selling shoes. There's a store, Pay Less. Yeah, they really have affordable shoes here in India. I know they are the mall. I know they have an online store. However, online, I do not really understand their website. Oh, another thing is you want to be careful when you're buying dresses, because the sizes are a bit different. The sizes are a bit different. Even for shoes, the sizes are just a bit off. Yeah, you have to be there to try those dresses. But since you're selling commercially, you could make a purchase, right? Different sizes. Like for instance, in Zara, I wear for my jeans size in Nigeria will be around 28-30, but my Zara jeans size is 36. Yeah, so you can see the discrepancy. It took me time to even realize that the size was different. I usually go there looking for a size 28. Yes, and I wouldn't see it. When during Black Friday, I missed on so many offers because I was looking for 28. I didn't realize that their size was different. Not until yesterday, I guess, day before yesterday. Sometime recently, that's when I realized that, oh, okay. No, not even recently. Sometime last year also, yeah. I realized that the sizes were different, and this is what it is, but I didn't know my exact size until last week. Yeah, so that's it. You just need to understand the sizing. So make your research. H&M, I wear a size small. Zara, I wear an extra small. And sometimes I wear a small, but more of an extra small in Zara, while at H&M I wear a small. So you can see the difference. So you want to take that into consideration if you're buying luxury products. If you're buying online, they would put the size charts for you to see. Okay, so if you say 9, what is this? You get, yep, that's for that. So you should consider that. Another thing you want to consider will be electronics, like inverters, what's it called, spare parts for autos, that is keke. You might want to consider or buying keke directly. I wouldn't say so much about that because it is not my field and I really do not know a lot about it. I'll just let you make your research. But then Chennai is like the hub for all those things. That is why I'm saying, so make your research and find out what about inverters you can buy. I think it's fair here because a lot of people use inverters, even small shops use inverters, so they have a market for it, and they produce some of them here, like they manufacture some of them here. So yeah, welcome to the end of my video. I hope you would be trying 1 or 2 things. Yeah, I have another video where I did things you could buy and sell here in India. You should check out that video. Yeah, so I hope you've learned a thing or two and you'll be putting some of them into practice. Please do let me know if you need guidance on anyone. I might not be so much able to help you, but I might be able to guide you, push you in the right direction. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, make your research. It's as important as watching this video. Make your research, understand the markets here, understand the markets in your country, the customs and the link between that customs, delivery and all that. Understand all those things, then you're good to go. There's no harm in trying, and whether you fail or whether it succeeds or it fails, I do not think it matters. I think you could learn from it and try again and try again. And at some point when it becomes a success and you're telling your story, it makes your story sweet. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below so that I know what business you're likely to go into. What do you think? Yep, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.